Your star.
Yeah,
I don't get his take,
What's
to be
a
honest.
terrible take?
They literally didn't ping. I'm so confused what's going on.
Ping!
Starts.
Are niggas
Oh, my
recording,
bad,
by the way? Or is this on recording?
Yes, this is
No.
recorded, bro.
Okay. So
Running out of circus peanuts.
Stage HaRambleSpongeYap
yo,
has
I am
Geto.
about to
Talk about
stick
his
my
Geto.
dick into a blender if you niggas don't shut up. Okay, so anyways.
Wait, do I
Sorry.
ping everyone or just debate ping? Okay.
We
Go ahead,
saw a
Haram.
recording.
Bro,
It's the
Stage,
most retarded
Stage, I
introduction I've
already
ever
told
heard.
you I have tea and Geto, nigga.
Yeah, yes, can get. All right, start HaRambleSpongeYap. Go ahead. Go. Okay.
Okay, do you agree that Teen Geto and Teen Gojo are like relative or like equals or like
No,
they're
you
really
can't.
comparable?
No. I don't think you can fucking prove it.
You rat bitch.
It's just fucking stated.
You fucking rat bitch. Okay. So what do you think about the fact that Teen Gojo and Geto both think they're like relative or equals?
I don't fucking think they say that.
Okay, so if I show you two panels about Gojo saying that we're the strongest and Geto also saying that the moment that Gojo unlocked reverse curse technique,
They're the two strongest niggas they know.
Let me
Yeah.
finish, bitch. Let me finish.
Sorry,
bitch.
sir.
Ooh.
Okay. So yeah. So if Geto afterwards says once Gojo unlocks reverse curse technique, which obviously made him stronger because it made him destroy Toji. If afterwards, right, he's like Gojo was the strongest, that implies that he wasn't the strongest beforehand. That implies that they're equal or that they're relatives.
I don't think that's what the fuck that proves, but you can send it.
What's
We read it.
Okay,
Talk about it.
sure.
Ew.
You read
I'll
the
send it
fucking
around.
bot.
Check
Oh,
BC
yeah.
scans, comrade.
Yes, sir.
This is.
I know why I called you sir. HaRambleSpongeYap's saying sir. You're a fat fucking loser.
Okay.
A scam boy. Fucking slave. Scan slave.
Really a JJK merchant. I'm not gonna lie, Future, you low key not cooking in chat. You gotta like shut the hell up.
Yeah, BC scans. By the way, HaRambleSpongeYap, so where are you gonna go from this? Or do you want to just keep talking about
the
it?
panels first, nigga. Ugh.
He's already sent it. Yeah, he's sending them. We're the strongest. We're the strongest. Frosty, can you send the one where he talks about the reverse curse technique too?
We're the strongest in the
Come on, Geto says it.
So let me.
Yeah, because he also said that. He also used that. I guess.
You mean this?
He says yes. Satori became the strongest. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is all very obvious that they both think that they're the strongest people.
They are. They were both the strongest people that they would know, and then Go just became significantly stronger.
Okay, so you realize do you know what a threshold is, right?
A threshold, yeah.
Okay, so like a threshold is like, I'll just read off the definition to you.
Or you can just tell.
Magnitude or intensity.
I think I know.
Okay, nigga. Okay.
Yeah, actually, what a threshold is. You don't know what a threshold is.
Bruh, this is important though. The magnitude or intensity that must be exceeded for certain reaction, phenomenon, result, or condition to occur or be manifested. If the result is occurring or it's manifested, right, the result would simply be, right, that for you to be at this threshold, to be the strongest, you both would have to be equal, because to be
Where
the
the
strongest
fuck
is
did
to...
that part come from in the definition?
Nigga, to be the strongest, you would be at the pinnacle. So if you're at the pinnacle, then you guys would both be at that level. So that means to me that they're collectively equal. That's what I think. I think that's what that means.
I'm glad you think that.
No, that is what that means, actually. And if Gojo becomes the strongest afterwards, then that would just mean he had surpassed Geto. He wasn't like above him before. They're equals.
I'm glad you have that confidence. That was really cool. But you just did not explain shit. You just
I literally have explained it.
It.
What?
You said it says they're the strongest, so you think that both of them are the strongest. That's what she's fucking saying.
No. I actually gave justification, but if you want to be a retard and just avoid everything that I said and act like I didn't give any justification, you can do that. What's gonna happen is everyone in chat's gonna be like, "Wow, this guy Teddy Bear's a retard," and then HaRambleSpongeYap negatived.
Can you explain the justification, please?
You want me to
It's a
explain it
retard, bro.
again? Okay, so a threshold is a specific level that must be and it must be met.
Okay, you can take your time.
Nigga, I had to take my time because I fucking
Yeah,
coughed,
yeah.
you bitch.
I said,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, right.
He really taking his time.
Yes.
So you know what it means to
It's
make.
okay. You take okay.
You know what it means to put the. Okay, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what it means to put est at the end of a word, right? Like strongest, fastest, smartest. You know what that would entail, right?
I couldn't hear you, dude. You were coughing. Nani was coughing.
I wasn't coughing, bro. But
Sorry.
right, you understand what it means to add the letters est at the end of a word, right? Fastest, strongest, smartest. That would mean that you're the highest caliber of a specific category. This category
Yeah.
would be. This category would
First
be
of all,
strength
can I
of. Bruh, what?
go
What's your
ahead?
question?
Okay, yeah. Can I ask you a question, or can I tell you something? I think I agree that when something has est at the end, that means it's at the top. I think Gojo
Sorry, you
and
cut out because
Geto
your mic is
are
low.
both.
Repeat what you just said.
I'm sorry. I think both Gojo and Geto are at the top. I agree. I think they're both stronger than a lot of other people that they know, and that's why they both view themselves as the strongest.
Or are you using that as an argument to like debunk what I'm saying? Because understand this.
I don't think that it implies relativity. Yes, I just think they're the strongest.
So the
They're both at
reason
the
why
top.
that cannot work is because semantically, the word strongest would mean the highest of this particular category. There is no way that Gojo and Geto can both be the strongest if they are not both at a certain level in this category. They must be equal to meet this semantically.
So,
I can hold on, bro. Hold on. If you have any doubts whatsoever, we can literally check this with like I don't know, ChatGPT or some shit.
You can ask ChatGPT
Nigga,
if that
I
makes
don't
you
know
feel
why you fucking play that soundboard, bro. You understand? You understand good and well that I'm just using this fucking resource to actually grammar check.
Yeah,
this
man.
thing
Yeah,
I'm
man.
making.
Yeah, man. It's completely cool. It's completely cool. You can ask ChatGPT if that makes you feel better. But I think semantically, you can use a word to say like two people are just the best.
Sorry,
For the
what?
strong.
Niggas are spamming soundboards because niggas are trolls. Also mute
Okay,
Minazuki. Mute. Alright, mute him for the Sasuke, bro. Mute him for the Sasuke. Okay, also mute Minazuki. He also did some shit. Mute that nigga real quick. Alright. So now that we're back. So could you repeat yourself? There's niggas for soundboarding.
I said semantically, you can say two people are the strongest. If they're just both the best at the top of a category, then yeah.
So you're.
And I was also, by the way, I was also trying to ask you a question. Do you think that if Gojo and Geto fought, it would just be a fucking tie? Is that what you think?
I don't know if it would be a tie, but whatever. I don't know if it would be a tie.
So then,
really
doesn't that defeat your own position? They both can't be
that doesn't
the
defeat my
strongest.
position. I said I don't know if it would be a tie because understand this. For example, you could both have equal energy, curse energy reinforcement, and curse energy quality. Whereas if you guys were to get into a fight, due to the ability matchup, you might not be able to get the upper hand on one another and on the other person. Sorry, and win the fight.
Wait, what did you say?
Okay, so you can be the strongest or whatever due to a particular reason, such as your cursed energy being at this caliber. However, if you guys were to fight due to the different matchup, you got one person might just lose, even though you both are the strongest due to one ability being
How do you think Gojo and
being
Geto
a higher
determine?
counter than the other? Is how I
So
would
how do you think how do you think Gojo and Geto determined that they're both the strongest? Is it only based off of curse energy amount?
Well, I didn't say amount. I said like quality. I would say curse energy quality would make sense, but the way I interpret it as they're both at the same level when it comes to being a jujutsu sorcerer. Neither one has has like a really edge or something that shows that they have higher skill, higher intelligence, or anything like in a particular field.
Why do you think that?
Why do I think that?
Yeah,
With Geto, he has like a bunch of really strong curse spears at his disposal, and if they both have similar curse energy quality, that would be one thing. And additionally, Geto, even though it's not directly shown as like a teenager, as an adult, he has a maximum Uzumaki technique, and we know that Gojo, as a teenager, also has a maximum technique. That could be
but
one. That could be
Geto
one.
doesn't have.
Hold on, bro. Give me a second. That could be
Okay,
one category. That could be one category for like the overall quantification for why they're equal, and really they're both just very skilled in their curse technique. So it could be overall, or it could be curse energy quantity.
But I'm pretty sure.
My own headcanon tells me that it would be a overall thing, but I don't really care whether it's one or the other for the two things I listed.
Pretty sure Team Geto doesn't have an Uzumaki or maximum technique. So I don't think he does use it against Toji, even though he knows Toji killed Gojo. He pulls out his strongest curse at the start of the fight with Toji, and he doesn't ever use Uzumaki at all. Even though he's extremely pissed off, he knows.
Okay.
He apparently knows Toji just killed somebody who you think is equal to him. So I don't know why he wouldn't use his strongest technique.
So his strongest technique. Understand that his strongest technique might not be the best ability to use in the battle if for strategic purposes. In Geto's mind, he had opted. Okay, understand this. After his strongest curse spirit initially got exercised, he opted to try and steal Toji's curse spirit because that was the spirit that he was using to hold his tools, right? If he were to gain this, then he loses everything in his like Minecraft inventory slot, right?
I mean,
that's a big advantage. So that could just be a strategic decision.
That did not answer the fucking question. Why would he not kill Toji?
I answered the question. What?
No, why would he not kill Toji with the strongest technique? He does try to steal the curse, yeah, but they have a whole fucking fight around SpongeBob. Why does he not try to come with the strongest technique? The maximum technique.
Motherfucker, I answered your question like indirectly. If you like going for the kill, understand that he used several attacks that had like no effect against Toji, right? So maybe he deemed that in that moment it would be more advantageous to take his entire inventory slot instead of going for the kill on Toji.
Yeah, he does try to do that, SpongeBob, and then it doesn't work, and then they keep fighting.
No.
So
after he tries to take the cursed spirit, or after he throws attacks at him, what are you talking about?
What did you say?
Okay, after he tried to take the cursed spirit, or after he shot a bunch of attacks at him?
After he tries to take the cursed spirit around SpongeBob,
after he tries to take the cursed spirit, the fight just ends. He gets destroyed after that. What?
What chapter is that?
Chapter. That shit's
also
like,
still doesn't.
That's just like
actually, I'll find that.
73.
Chapter which chapter is
it? Probably
73. Okay.
Chapter's what?
What chapter is Geto versus?
I could show you the anime too. Like that's just what happens.
What are you looking for though?
It's just
we're looking
what
for like Toji versus Geto.
Yeah, it's 73.
73. Yeah, I'll go to it.
Yeah, you could do that.
Thank you, Slave, for the.
The uncomfortable truth. This thing is a retard.
Oh wait, also
Shiguro Toji over RCT Gojo. Fuck that bullshit.
HaRambleSpongeYap, I'm reading the fight. He literally starts off using his strongest curse. Why do you think he uses his strongest curse, but then not his strongest technique?
So one, I don't know if that's his strongest curse. That's just the one that has. Nigga, it's okay. before you interrupted me, I was about to
Okay.
tell you that's the one that has the strongest hide.
Yeah. Okay.
It's never stated that's his strongest curse. It's just stated it has the strongest hide. It's the most
Okay, I'm sorry.
durable.
That's what I meant. It's the one that has the strongest durability. He starts off using his strongest curses. A curse that has the
like I
highest
said
stats.
before, I don't know if that's his strongest curse.
Okay, the one with the strongest durability. He's throwing it at Toji. So we know he is trying to use high level techniques to hurt Toji. Why is he not using Uzumaki? Specifically, if you think he hasn't, why do you think he wouldn't use that? Especially after HaRambleSpongeYap. Also, my main thing is also knowing that Toji just came back from killing somebody who you think is relative to Toji or Geto. I mean,
yeah, I understand that. So understand two things, right? I said earlier, right, that it could be an overall thing, or it could just be cursed energy refinement, right? Now, secondly, right, the second thing I'm going to tell you is
Cursed refinement.
yeah, refinement, like how good your reinforcement is, how good your output is, stuff like that. Because you know that's what really determines if you can actually keep up with other people as a sorcerer.
I agree. Why did you just bring that up?
Why did I bring that up? Because we were talking about quantifications for how we determine that these guys are the strongest. We don't actually know what is their quantifications. You're asking me what it could be. I'm positing it could be. I don't actually know.
Because you arbitrarily think that they view themselves as the strongest together. Yeah.
That's not arbitrary. That's not arbitrary. I can definitely give you a reason for that. And I didn't say together. I said those two believe that they're the strongest sorcerers.
Yeah, they're the strongest together. Both of them. They are both at the top together. That's what you said. And can you give me a reason for it?
I thought you meant something else. But yeah, I do agree that they both are at the top.
So can you? That is what we're talking about, though.
Okay. Yeah. So my reason for why they think that is very simple. If they both think that they are at the top, they must have seen something or used some sort of comparison which makes them think that.
In comparison to other people, yes, they are both together. They're always together with each other, and they think they are stronger than everybody else. Yes,
okay, I've already explained why that can't be the case. I've already given a reason why, in the case of semantically, why the words they're using means this particular thing.
I mean, then I went to search up. So I told you the opposite. I think you can semantically use strongest to refer to two people. You can use it to refer to a group, but
that's a different context. Like this group is the strongest. If we're saying that me and you are the strong, okay, but hold on. If they're saying that, if they're both saying that me and you are the strongest, that means that we're the strongest people in the world. Right?
Yes,
but that would also mean that but that would also mean that they're equal because neither of them are above that threshold where one would be the strongest or stronger than the other.
See, that's the part where you're losing me. I don't know where you're adding in this threshold thing. I think they're just talking about them together.
That's just what it means for the strongest thing.
Especially HaRambleSpongeYap. Can you look at this scan and the VC scans that Frosty sent where he says we're the strongest and he's talking to the girl? The reason why he tells her that is because those two together are protecting her and she is scared. So he reassures her by saying, we are the strongest. Both of us are the strongest. So we'll protect you. That's what he's telling her. So I think when they say we're the strongest, they're just referring to both of them as a group together. They are the strongest.
Well,
that's what he uses the word.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just got the urge to interrupt you. But that wouldn't matter though, because Geto is specifically saying to Gojo, right, that Gojo had become the strongest. Even if I were to grant, right, that the strongest is used in a different context, or the strongest group that for them, right?
By the way, I was also,
even if hold on. Even if I were to grant all that, the issue would still occur that Gojo isn't the strongest, until he unlocks reverse curse technique, right? And for the Geto thing, right? It's obviously contextualized to be that once he had gained reverse curse technique, he had gained the lead over Geto. That's how he became the strongest, right?
And by the way, yes,
hold on. Hold on. For the earlier thing, right? I wasn't even talking about the Rico thing where they say, "Oh, we're the strongest," which could mean in terms of a group. I don't think as a group that would matter that much. Because another thing you have to realize is if these guys are saying we are the strongest, right? They're saying we're the strongest in comparison to these threats ahead, right? If they can't actually handle the threats ahead, them as like individuals, even if they were to be as a group, right, they would still lose.
So what the fuck? Why does that matter? They are a group. Why are you talking about individually?
I just explained it.
Oh, the fuck you did? You just said they wouldn't be able to handle the threats ahead individually. I'm asking why. Why did?
1 second. 1 second.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
And also, can I also ask you the question I've been trying to ask you about the scan and VC scans that
Okay.
you just had? So do you think that when he says Sator became the strongest, that is specifically referring to that moment? That is the moment where he becomes strong in the Geto? Specifically right there? It's just not fucking here. Oh, he's muted. Okay. Hi guys, halftime show.
All right, I'm back, bro.
Okay, never mind.
What's your question?
Do you think that when he says Sator became the strongest, that specific moment is when Gojo became stronger than him? It's right there. Specifically? Is that what you're arguing?
No, it's when he unlocks reverse curse technique.
Why? Somebody says.
Because I can pull up like the whole context of the chapter.
The context of the chapter is this is after the whole RCT thing. Gojo works on his shit more. He trains more. He says, yeah, this is a time skip afterwards. Gojo trained more after attaining RCT, and I think he got stronger. I don't think this is the same as just RCT. He starts refining his techniques more. And Frosty sent the full scan.
So one, right? If you were to say that, right, that would only help my argument because that would mean
I get the
Gojo. Hold on.
Go
That would
ahead.
only help my argument because
Yeah.
that would mean Gojo, for refining his techniques, wasn't stronger than Geto. However, we know the reason why that's. Relax. We know the reason. We know the reason why it has to be the reverse curse technique thing is because, right, Gojo beforehand, Gojo and Geto, they couldn't beat Toji, and then the context of the chapter afterwards, where Gojo unlocks reverse curse technique, Toji is calling Gojo the pinnacle of the Jujutsu world, and Gojo is calling himself the honored one. The narrative right there is clearly trying to portray that Gojo had become the pinnacle of the Jujutsu world.
By the way, Frosty Senta is a whole year time skip, by the way. Between that and when Geto says Gojo became the strongest, it's a whole fucking year. But,
year time skip? Let me check that real
yeah,
quick.
look at VC scans. It's in VC scans. I think you've just been talking to, like, Yap.
1 year later.
It's a whole fucking year on SpongeBob. That statement does not make sense. If you interpret it the way you interpret it, that statement does not make sense.
Well, regardless of all that, right? I don't really need all this, right? Because another thing you have to realize, right, is
Take your time. It's okay.
Another thing you have to realize is never once does Gojo or Geto say we're the strongest together or we're the strongest as a group. Gojo and Geto are simply saying that we're the strongest.
I already gave you the reason.
Hold on. Interpreting it as, right, that we're the strongest together isn't stated in the statement. That's an additional assumption. So my interpretation doesn't have assumptions. I'm just reading the statement as it says, for what it says, right? So my interpretation would just be more likely. Yours has an additional assumption, so it would have less likelihood.
I'm not giving you an assumption. I told you why, and I gave you the context, and I told you exactly why I think it's referring to them as a group. I gave you the whole reason. I told you exactly what Geto was doing, what he was, and you just chopped it up to an assumption after I gave an entire explanation with context of the statement.
So, hold on. Sorry, I wasn't responding right away because I was reading the chat. I understand that you gave me an explanation, right? But another thing you have to realize is, right?
Yeah,
When
HaRambleSpongeYap.
Gojo is saying that Master Tengen had selected us, right, to protect the Star Plasma vessel.
Us. Two of them together, by the way, as a group. Just
Us, yes,
Go ahead,
yes,
continue.
nigga. He's saying that we're the strongest, right? If
both together as a group.
Geto, bro, let me finish. Damn, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If
I'm sorry.
if Geto and Gojo weren't the strongest, right? What would happen is Master Tengen could have selected Gojo, and then he could have selected Young Now Bicho instead. If there were other people who were stronger, that's not true. What would happen is these two are the strongest. That's why they were both selected. They are both the strongest people on that Master Tengen could have selected from.
That is exactly what I just said, HaRambleSpongeYap. Those two are the strongest together as a group.
No. You did not. Okay, you're not tracking. I already said it. Do you just want to move on?
Yeah. And
Okay.
this is also HaRambleSpongeYap. That's also what I said at the start. I do think both Gojo and Geto are stronger than everybody else. But I just don't think I don't think that implies relativity because they talk about each other as a group together. So, just telling you.
Also, wait, hold on. Another thing you have to realize is, right, if we're already reading these things in context, right, the author might as well just say we're the strongest group or we're the strongest together. If they're saying it on a baseline level like that, we're going to interpret the words
I think that's redundant, though.
on this baseline level, and we're going to see that this is what the meaning is. That Geto is relative to Gojo.
But HaRambleSpongeYap, I think that's redundant. Saying we're the strongest as a group together is redundant as fuck. We're the strongest is literally just two niggas. It's literally already inclusive of them together as a duo. When we say we are,
That's not
we are.
redundant. What? It's a specification on what you exactly
It's an
do
unneeded
mean.
specification because it's already in the wording around SpongeBob.
That is needed though, because understand this good and well. If this isn't specified, then this can be interpreted in either way, right? However, right, the reason why it isn't specified is because this is just a baseline level. This thing is just going to be interpreted on the baseline level, right?
Yeah,
What it means.
I think we disagree on what the baseline is. I think I explained what the baseline is, and you didn't. But yeah, if you want to move on, we can. Okay. For the sake of your voice, so we don't argue too much.
Think
for the
of
sake
my
of your
voice, nigga. Shut up.
Yeah, because you're dying and sick.
I'm not dying, nigga. I'm healthy as fuck.
Okay. So, what do you want to move on to? So, wait, if you think they're relative, where do you go off of that? I just didn't think they're relative, but I'm more interested where the fuck you're gonna scale Team Gojo or something. Where is it gonna lead?
1 second. In my shit.
Okay, you can take your time. You don't die because you're sick and dying.
Nigga, I'm not gonna fucking die. Shut up. I'm reading the chapters.
Are you looking for arguments? Because I think Aoi just gave you one. He said,
I'm
Team
not
Geto.
looking for arguments, faggot. I would never take an argument from other people in the middle of a debate. Why the fuck did my ears just get blown out? That nigga was so high pitched. That shit just got cut out, bro.
I'm sorry, you could ignore the trolls. They're just hating because you're such a great guy and you're a Z Killer Slayer and shit. It's okay. They're just hating on you. I'm sorry, Teddy. I'm sorry. Is it making you uncomfortable, Teddy?
He thinks he's him for some reason.
This isn't rhetoric. You sound gay.
It's a rhetoric tactic. You just want to understand that. It's only something like a top tier debate like me would understand because I'm a top tier debater. Thank you, Teddy.
Nani versus Comrades Nick.
Why does he think he's so fucking cold, bro? He might be.
I mean, I might be.
I don't know.
I just kind of,
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm sorry, Nani. I won't do it again. Sir. Nani, sir.
You don't need to
Wait a
repeat
minute.
yourself.
Wait a minute. So hold on.
Who's the underdog going into this?
I don't fucking know. I don't know this guy. I don't know who's the underdog.
I would probably say it was probably you, Haram. I'm not gonna lie.
Anyways, nigga, go on fucking mute. So let me see my shit. Okay. Yeah, I have another argument as to why I think this is actually in reference to fucking stats. In case the first one didn't go through. I'm not gonna spam arguments if you're concerned about that. I'm just gonna use this additional argument.
I'm just kind of okay.
So Toji, bruh. Nigga. Toji, bruh. Satoji, when he stabs Gojo in the chest, right? Geto decides to use a big curse spear to suck up Toji and then have him fly away, right? Okay, so Geto is offering to back this guy up, right? But Gojo says, no, it's fine. Just go protect Amanai, right? If, So,
Ew.
bro, I'm sorry,
laughing.
my throat's hurting me. Throat's hurting, sorry.
Are you sure that this is like an amp? Like you said, the sicker you get, the stronger you get. I was just,
bro, it's an amp. It's just the problem is it makes it hard to speak.
Right, it has like a drawback and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, it's a heavenly pact.
Yeah, man. It's okay. You can take your time, get the argument now. It's okay. It's the best debate of all time.
Battle of Yon Show.
I saw.
Sounds like Batman.
I kind of do. I sound like Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Roxy, don't fucking indulge in the glaze, bro. He's trying to glaze himself. You're just giving him the confidence.
He's losing to Haram right now.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
This guy is devoid of confidence.
Now you're giving Harm Rage. What the fuck?
He's like Yuji after the Nobara shit.
Check chat. Nani.
Give me 1 second.
Guys, just winning the debate. Who's winning the debate, guys?
Shut up, Yanni.
Okay.
Who's winning?
Yeah, alright. Yeah, okay.
I think HaRambleSpongeYap is winning too.
Is that a concession?
Question.
I don't know.
I think so.
Alright, so I'm gonna present the argument. Yeah, so I think that Gojo and Geto are supposed to be a mirror of Yuji and Megumi.
Holy fucking shit.
In narrative. So because of that, since their narrative for Megumi and Yuji is to be rivals where they're not surpassing one another, I think that same narrative would apply to these guys.
I've actually never seen that fucking narrative. I'm so confused, HaRambleSpongeYap. Like,
yeah,
actually.
so there's this statement that says that
yeah, please.
I think it's from fucking Gege. And also, I'm pretty sure Gojo says it too, where he gives, right, fucking
I mean,
Megumi the domain expansion, and he gives Megumi domain expansion, and he has Yuji learn Black Flash, right?
Can I get?
Hold on. He doesn't have either of them learn both or additional things so that they don't surpass each other, so they keep pace with one another, right?
Yeah, man.
So I think with Geto and Gojo, they have the same narrative, right?
Yeah, man. No.
So by proxy, I think they would follow that same strength rule. Where they're not going to be surpassing one another.
Yeah, man. Can you send me the statements? Or can you, I actually specifically, HaRambleSpongeYap, can you fucking tell me where the fuck that narrative came from? Where Geto and Gojo are supposed to be the same as Yuji and fucking Megumi? Can I get that part?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make an argument as to why their narratives are the same. However, if you want the panels, I can grab that for you.
I don't need the panels. I want that specific part, please. That argument, please. And then we can move on.
Fucking Future, can you grab the panel?
What fucking panel?
panel where Gege says he has one nigga learn this.
That's
Then
not.
he has
No,
the other
I
nigga
just told you I
learn.
don't
Wait,
want that.
none he
No,
talk?
no. I told you I don't want that.
Stupid faggot.
I want.
Thank you for that.
What the fuck? I want you, HaRambleSpongeYap, to tell me why the fuck Teen Geto and Teen Gojo are the same as Yuji and fucking Megami. I want like where that parallel came from.
Yeah, their narratives. Their narratives are the same. We can observe it through. We can observe it through the way that Gege portrays the characters. Like in the case of fucking, in the case of the actual setup of the squad, we literally have fucking Gojo and Geto as the two guys.
Yeah,
in the room.
HaRambleSpongeYap. I'm not
But-
gonna lie,
but-
for the sake of this debate not being the most boring thing fucking ever, can we move on, please?
Move on. I
Say
mean,
yes, say
sure,
yes, say yes.
Sure.
Okay. So, if they were
Concession?
This
relative,
argument just went uncontested, bro. Let's go. Haram won.
yeah, man. If they were relative, where does that go?
Yeah, so do you agree that Tien Geto and Tien Gojo are relative to Fushiguro Toji?
They're Fushiguro Toji. No. I think we saw. This is another thing I was gonna bring up for them not being relative, but I just don't care. But I mean, we see Geto get like fucking blitzed and get his ass beat, and his strongest, toughest curse get ripped through easily by Toji. They're not relative at all.
What
Like
a
it doesn't
fucking
react to. He doesn't react to him once. He doesn't fucking
You know,
stop an
Gojo.
attack from Toji.
So when I'm talking about relativity, I'm saying the relative because Gojo can perceive Toji's attack. He can perceive the swing of the inverted spear of heaven coming towards him, and Toji himself also says that he is perceiving it indirectly. So that's it.
They could perceive it. Wow. You want me to send you Geto getting blitzed?
Geto never gets blitzed. That's not true.
Okay.
And
Rossi, can you send?
another thing you'd have to realize is even if this character Geto gets blitzed because he doesn't have the speed for his body to actually react to Toji's attack, you would have to prove that he can't perceive Toji either. Because I'm arguing that they can.
Is that what you're scaling? Are you just scaling perception speed, Haram? That's all.
Yeah, I think the perception speed would also grant them to some level of relativity to Toji.
Okay. If you think that the only way they are relative is that they can perceive Toji, then that is completely fine. Haram.
I didn't say that.
I mean, it's technically not.
I said
but
that's the way I'm affirming it. You just put words in my mouth, nigga.
if you are arguing that they can see Toji and that is your argument, HaRambleSpongeYap, then I do not.
No, they can perceive the speed of his movements. They can perceive his attack. If they couldn't
can see him.
perceive
That's what I just said.
there would be a perception blitz below that. Okay,
So
you
that's what
simplifying
I
it
just.
to you see it just makes it look like a dumb argument. That's not a good tactic. That's not going to work on me.
Not gonna work on him. Stop it.
Like, shut the fuck up already. Damn, bro. Stupid bitch. You're not the main character. Not gonna work on him. Shut the fuck up. Quit dick riding, bitch.
Nigga,
Wow, not no.
bro, I guess bro, this nigga wow fucking bad for no reason.
Yeah. Showing her
He was telling me to shut the
The
fuck
fact
up.
that I'm literally defending your dumb ass and you're sitting here, he mad about
The
nothing,
debater
bro.
himself, bro. The debater himself. Ain't no way.
Nigga, you're defending me, but you're like raging for no reason. Relax.
Tell us.
I'm telling him
and
to shut
also-
up, bro.
But
Nobody's
also,
raging, chill.
Teddy, like, send me that shit you talking about.
No, you can call me whatever you want around SpongeBob.
Like 17, comrade.
This
Chill.
shit sucks.
Dude,
Let's see if HaRamble's naughty going right now.
Nigga, Teddy, can you send the fucking
That's all we're
what are you
arguing,
asking me? Oh my god, this is evolving. This is not the debate that I wanted.
Bro,
Hold on,
send
the
the
debater's
shit.
telling that he needs to send the scan. Because he's not going to send it. And there's no,
If you are scaling their perception speed, I already said I do not care. It is completely fine. So I know what you're asking me for. we can move on. Then you can continue scale.
Okay, would you agree that if you can perceive someone's movements, that implies some level of relativity between the two?
I think it implies that you can see their attacks. I don't think it implies anything else but that you can perceive their attacks. That is all that fucking.
You don't think that's relativity? Why?
Nah, not by my relativity. I think you'd have to be close. I don't think just seeing them. If your body can't react to them, that's not close.
No. I'm not simply just talking about relativity where you're close or equal, like your relative fighters. I'm talking about fighters who have some level of comparability between one another, right?
If the level of comparability here on SpongeBob is just
it's like
being
low,
able
it
to
can be low, it
perceive
can be very small.
Yeah, okay. If your idea of relativity is just you can perceive them, and that is relativity, then sure. If that is your definition, so you can continue your scale, please.
Okay. So, would you agree that Toji is obviously stronger than Yuta?
Fushiguro Doji? No, I mean you can't fucking prove it. I'm assuming you, based on your tier list, you think the Toji that fought Geto and Gojo is way stronger than his prime or something, based off your tier list? Because you have
No, that nigga's equal to his prime. He's not weaker at all.
Why the fuck do you have them ranked differently? You have one above the other.
Because, nigga, it's a tier list placement of square boxes. You can't put them in the same spot. It doesn't work.
Okay, you could just leave them off. It's okay.
I mean, you're retarded.
Okay, 7. Can you somebody ban 7? Thank you.
Oh my god, nigga, respond. You're making this so long.
If you think they're equal, or if you think they're relative, why do you think Toji's above Yuta? Which I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, do you agree that Toji's equal to Maki?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So my argument for why Maki is equal than he's stronger, not equal than she's strong. Okay, she's stronger than Yuta is simply because, right? When Sukuna fights Yuta, he is so careless and he just doesn't care so much to the point where he's not really showing too much emotion. He's humming in his head directly after he kills the guy, which is crazy to me. Imagine someone using Jacob's ladder on you, an attack that could potentially destroy the cursed object within your body, that could potentially kill you, and you're so unfazed by that that you start humming in your head afterwards. That is ridiculous. Right, and then afterwards, we see when he's fighting Maki, he's in ecstasy. We know that bruh, let me finish.
Okay, I'm
sorry. We know that Sukuna is a character when he fights people and he enjoys fighting them because he likes playing with bones that are strong. He likes playing with them like they're bones. If they're strong fighters, then that's going to cause him to have excitement, right? So if he's in ecstasy, right, and he also feels a burden placed upon him to prove that his ideology of sorcery with cursed energy is superior to sorcery with just physical capabilities. Then, if you were to hold back, that would be him struggling to. That would make him struggle to prove his ideology if the amount he's using at this current moment isn't enough to just completely take down Maki and stop her. If he would hold back, that would be counterintuitive, right? And if he's excited, that gives him more of a motivator to try, right? So this just proves that he's trying at a higher level against Maki, whereas against Yuta, he's not.
Right?
Someone mute Nani.
Fuck Nani.
Mute Nani. Someone put that nigga on server mute.
Are you done?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's my argument.
I mean, you literally explained why it has nothing to do with strength. He's only happy and excited fighting Maki because of the ideology thing. I don't know why the fuck. I don't know. What is it?
Well, firstly, nigga, you just come.
And also, by the way,
I'm sorry. Are you just off your game today? Because I actually just gave you an entire argument, and you just didn't understand a single piece of that. Like, are you okay? Or are you high or something? Like, I gave you an argument. Like, pay attention, motherfucker. Now, additionally,
also, Mr. HaRambleSpongeYap, are you saying that Sukuna's holding back on Yuta?
Yeah, obviously.
Why the fuck? Why?
Well, firstly, Arame is someone who's with him in the Heian era. She literally is saying his cursed energy waves aren't pulsating, and this happens when he's fighting someone who is a weak fighter. He holds his cursed energy back to a weak level so that he can match them, and this is right after he has fought Yuta, right? So it's very
Is that
clear.
what chapter is that, Mr. SpongeBob?
Sorry, what?
What chapter is that, Mr. SpongeBob? Or Frosty?
It's like chapter 253 or some
252.
shit.
52,
Not
52.
252,
And this
52.
the Yuta fight is 251. I'll send a statement in BCCN.
And for context, she says this after Hakari says, "We might win this, right? We're gonna win this."
52.
She's saying this to really diminish Hakari's hopes and to make it clear that Sukune is completely above these guys.
But she says that after he starts fighting Maki too.
Well, he says it right after he fights Maki, right? But you have to realize that in this chapter, right, he's getting completely dogged on by Maki, and then in the next chapter, he's gaining more momentum and he's actually keeping up with her and he's putting pressure on her, right? So I don't care whether he's just like holding back or some shit or anything about this chapter, because I don't think this chapter is actually when like he's going all out or something.
He does not get dogged on by Maki. I don't even think she lands a hit on him. She like throws him away once, and I think that's it. She does not land a hit on him.
That's just not true. What we see actually.
I'm on the chapter. I'm reading it right now. She hasn't hit him once. Besides the stab in the back, she's not hit him once. He grabs her sword and she throws him away, and that's it. And they continue the fight, and then he starts like it's just the same.
What? Don't think if someone grabs your sword and you have the ability to just completely pick them up off of the ground and just chuck them away, that doesn't imply that you're just dogging on them? What? That's stupid.
Nigga, she doesn't do any damage. She's just physically stronger.
She literally dodges his world-ending slash. What? What are you talking about?
Oh my god, she dodges slash. She's fucking dogging on him. She does not.
Yes, the world-ending slash that killed Gojo. You don't think that's impressive?
No, it only killed Gojo because it caught him off guard. And no, just what the fuck? No, it's a weaker.
But understand this. But understand this. Even if that weren't off guard, this is one of, if not his strongest attack. She's just dodging that shit.
Yeah, man. She ducked that.
Bro, like, is this just your way to try to like convince everyone that what I'm saying doesn't make any sense?
SpongeBob.
You just speak with you just speak with a deep voice, repeat what I say back to me, but you simplify it to try to make it sound stupid. You're not actually giving an argument. What you're doing here is you're just being retarded to try to convince the audience. Actually give an argument as to why that is not a feat.
I didn't say it's not a feat. You said she's dogging on him. I said she's not. I think they're just relative.
Yeah, give an argument why that's not her just completely outperformed.
It's a reaction feat. Do you think every time somebody reacts to somebody, they're fucking dogging on them around SpongeBob? What?
Bro, reacting
you
to
exaggerate.
world cutting slash when he literally uses a
Can you give me a speed feat for the world cutting slash around SpongeBob? It caught Gojo off guard, and that is it. That is like,
bro, he literally throws rocks at her to obscure her vision, and then he shoots out a world cutting slash, and she just ducks it, and she literally chucks the guy away.
Yeah. Also, by the way, around SpongeBob, I want you to know, it's a really telegraphed attack, and we see her reacting as she's hearing the incantations. I just want you to know that as well.
She's reacting as she's hearing the incantation.
You can see her face as he is saying the incantations before he shoots it, and she starts there. You can see her face. She like notices that he's doing the incantations, and then it's a feat. She dodged it. It's just not. It's nothing fucking crazy around SpongeBob.
But you understand another thing, right? With world cutting.
He also said that she read it. By the way, I'm just saying. He says she read it. Yeah, she like.
No. What he says is she can see my curse technique. That's just because Maki has higher sensory capabilities where she can perceive things. Yeah. Sukuna's curse technique is typically something that you can't see, right?
Yes, around SpongeBob.
Okay, so with the Maki thing,
He started
another
reacting
thing you
from the incantation and then thought,
Bruh.
it's not good.
Okay, with the Maki
Go
thing,
ahead.
another thing you must realize is with the world cutting slash, Sukuna sticks his hand out, he says the incantations, then he fires the attack. If he obscures her vision and she's concerned with deflecting all those rocks, then
He's
he
not
says,
really.
then he starting the incantations. She would have a lower amount of time to react to all that. But
Nah,
but
look at the panel.
another thing you
Listen.
must another thing you must realize is this Arambe statement, right? I didn't just only use the Arambe statement for justification, right? I also used another thing. With the Arambe statement, she says this after the fight really just gets started, right? And the thing is, right, her statement is right after Yuta and Yuji do all that damage and nerf Sukuna so much. And Hakari says his cursed energy is taking a real nosedive. Obviously, he's saying here he thinks that these guys can win against Sukuna. But that's because he's sensing Sukuna's cursed energy. And he's like, okay, yeah, we can win. But the reason why he's wrong is because Arame is telling him, no, he held back. He was holding back. He does not care. When he is fighting someone that he isn't interested in, his cursed energy waves will be weak. They will be tenuous. Tenuous means very weak, right? So she's talking about his interest already here. So if in the next chapter he is so interested in her that he's in ecstasy, I have so much reason to believe that he would try against her. He would actually try.
First of all, can I ask you something? In the chapter that we see, he is relative to her. Do you agree now? In 252. Right. He reacts to her as well. He actually has feet on her.
Relative to her, I don't.
Yes.
Let me double check.
Okay, sure. It is 252 in case you were confused.
What?
It's Sasuke. Let him slide.
He dodges one of her attacks. Sure. I don't even care whether or not Maki is completely above him in this chapter. I'd be fine to completely drop that. However, right, due to what I'm telling you right now, I have reason to believe that he's trying against Maki, but he just holds back against Yuta.
But are you not conceding that even if there is a difference, which I don't think you could prove that it's not significant because he goes from being relative to Maki to being relative to Maki?
The difference between what? Sorry, specify.
Sukuna.
Yes. What difference for Sukuna?
Where'd you go?
Can you answer the question? What difference for Sukuna?
Between the one that fights Yuta and the one that fights Maki.
No, I already explained why I think he's like holding back a lot against Yuta. What?
You said because of what Arame said. Like she says that after the Maki fight, after you agree that he is relative to Maki, he's still uninterested, and then you think he gets interested after, but then
Well, he
still
definitely isn't. Okay, so firstly, he definitely isn't uninterested in
at the
Maki.
start of the Maki fight. Yes, he is. It's in 252. It's before the Arame
You
statement
could
where
never
he says
prove that he's disinterested in Maki at the start of the fight. If anything, the next chapter literally contradicts that because Sukuna, it's literally explained through the narrator that Sukuna was excited to fight Maki. He was very interested to fight her.
HaRambleSpongeYap. It's literally at the end of 252. Arame says he is still not taking this fight seriously, and
motherfucker, I literally just told you this, right? I literally have just explained this to you. Why? I literally just explained this to you. Why he's trying against Maki. He hasn't. Okay.
Oh my god.
With the Arame thing, all she says is he has not gone all out yet. She has not said once that he hasn't been taking this fight seriously at all. No. Against Maki. He never says that.
Yes, he does. I'm about to send it.
No. I'm literally looking at it right now. Even bearing the mind, the effects of his first battle, it's clear Sukuna-sama has yet to go all out.
I don't know. I'm going off of the Viz translation. It says he hasn't taken it seriously, but it is the same thing. And that whole argument
Well,
for the
okay. Well, hold on. With TCB, I'm getting a different thing.
okay, I don't care how.
And
Okay,
hold on. Listen, I don't care if you don't care about if TCB says this, right? Because I trust TCB more as a translator.
I'm saying it's the same thing.
Then
I'm saying it's the same thing. I don't
is
care. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with taking DCB. What is wrong with you? Can you listen, please? Thank you.
no, that is not the same thing. What?
Okay, I'm going with yours from SpongeBob. It is okay.
Okay, sure, you're going with mine, so I've already
Yeah.
given my justification. What?
Okay, it is the same thing. Arame said the same thing you were applying for Arame, for why you think that Yuta is fighting a weaker holding back Sukuna. She says the same thing about Maki because it is after the whole Maki transaction where you agree that they are relative. Arame still says that Sukuna has not gone all out. She says the exact same thing.
So hold on. Not going all out is one particular thing. Another thing you must realize is not going all out is a general thing. You cannot go all out because you haven't used every single thing in your arsenal. You can hold specific things back, but you can be going all out when it comes to physicality. But even if he wasn't going all out, even if he was only using a majority of his physical prowess, he would still be at a higher level of power, a higher level of interest against Maki than Yuta. So my argument would still stand. So that's not a defeater.
I think that is specifically counterintuitive because you've already sent the panel specifically at the point when Sukuna starts to get excited. He's literally talking. Yes, he starts talking to himself, and then he starts saying why he's excited and fighting against Maki.
Okay.
I don't think he was excited at any point
When
before
does
that.
Sukuna talk to himself? What are you talking about?
I already sent it. Or I can just go to the chapter and I'll send it, all of it. I'll send the whole fucking thing.
What chapter is it? Just reference what you're talking about. I probably know what you're talking
250. It's the one where he fights Maki. 253.
So 253 when he starts talking. No, he's not talking to himself. He's talking to Maki. What are you talking about?
Yeah, sure. He's talking to Maki himself. Whatever. Yeah, he starts talking, and then he starts saying why he's excited.
Okay.
And then that's when and specifically around SpongeBob, I think that is when he starts to get the Black Flash and stuff. So I don't think he was.
That's not an I think thing. That is when he gets the Black Flash.
Yeah,
However,
that is exactly.
However, if you're trying to claim that he started trying now, no, because we know earlier in the fight, we literally see that Sukuna says that the reality of Maki has brought him to ecstasy. Ecstasy is extreme pleasure. He's very interested in fighting Maki. And this is a thing that's talking about past tense. He's literally in ecstasy about when thinking about fighting Maki before he even fights her.
Can you look in chat? Can you look in VC scans where it's stated that he's still uninterested in Maki at the very start? Can you look in that so you can see that? So we can move on and end the fucking argument. Thank you.
Okay, one that does not say that he was not trying against Maki. She talks about a general thing, and I've already contextualized this, right? This is just saying when Sukuna fights a weak opponent, his curse energy matches that because he's not interested in them. And if he's not interested in them, he's gonna go to a weak level just so we can match their power. If she is literally saying that his interest is what determines his power, and then in this next chapter he is in ecstasy, then that's going to mean that he's trying against Maki. Get the message. Can we just move on?
SpongeBob, it says Lord Sukuna is Capricious. I don't know if I can say that. His curse energy wavers like this when he isn't interested in his opponents. Like this. She's talking about right the fuck now, at that moment around SpongeBob. She's saying he's uninterested, he wasn't taking anything seriously at that moment. That's what the same as us. It's not a general thing. It's not just saying, it says it right there. That's what it's right now. So can you just drop it, please? We can move on.
TCB doesn't say it like this. It says something else.
Can you send the TCB, please? So we can just all know.
Here it is. You know not the cap rises of Sukune-sama. If his interest in his opponent is tenuous, which means very weak, so too will be the waves of his cursed energy. Do you think you cannot present us with anyone greater than Gojo Satoru? You should be ashamed.
So what do you think Rami is saying right there on SpongeBob?
He's saying that
Wow, it literally says the same exact there.
Okay, nigga, no.
What do you think Arami? What do you think?
Because
Why do you
you
think
are
Arami?
literally arguing in the same panel that since your
Sorry,
Viz
wow.
translation says when his curse energy wavers like this, it's because he's not interested in his opponent. TCB does not say that.
I
So
think
that
it's
is
the
a
same
different
thing.
meaning altogether. This is current tense, right? So that's present tense. So obviously, this is a different meaning.
Yes, Arame, or not Arame, SpongeBob. You know why Arame is explaining that to Hikari?
Because he wasn't trying against Yuta. There's
why
nothing to say
Yuta
that.
specifically?
I already
Why not
explained
Maki?
it. I already explained it.
No,
Do
you
you
didn't,
want to
Russell.
move on? Can we move on?
I'm going to tell you this one thing and then we can move on, please.
What?
This is after Maki has already started fighting. After Maki stabs.
Okay, you're just repeating yourself.
Hold on.
I just want to make it very clear. Do you agree to the TCB translation for this? Because I don't know if you directly or indirectly agreed to it earlier.
I don't want to argue with you about translations, so I don't care.
Okay, so you're gonna agree to TCB for the debate?
Sure. If you want to rat any specifically translations that fits what you say, yeah, sure.
That's not ratting. What?
Yeah,
I already explained why I believe more in TCB's translations than Viz translations. What? You're an idiot, man. What are you talking about? Let's move on.
Can I finish what I was saying?
So
what is wrong with you? No. Finish what I was saying, please.
Okay, so obviously you've already agreed to my chain scale. Shigeru Toji.
What is wrong with this guy? What
equal to Zenin Toji equal to Awaken Maki. Teen Gojo and Teen Geto relative to that guy. Yuta is below Maki, right? And I've already explained why he should be significantly below Maki. So that's it. So I think I win. That's it. We're done. And we can save the wreck and just move on.
Can I explain what I was saying, please?
What do you mean explain what you were saying? You said we can move on.
No, I didn't. I said, let me finish what I was saying, and then we can move on. And you cut me off, and then as I was talking, you kept talking over me to say we can move on. Can I finish what I was saying, please?
Sure.
What Arame says is that Sukuna is still uninterested because he has not been placed with anybody more impressive than Gojo. This is after Maki showed up. That is all. I don't know why you specifically argued that it doesn't include Maki, but I think he specifically gets interested in Maki as he continues to fight with her. And that's when we see use the Black Flash. It's like, read the fucking manga.
Quick question. Hold on, quick question. You said something at the beginning that I didn't understand because of your voice. Could you say the first 3 words about the Gojo and Maki thing at the start? Just repeat that for me, please.
Rame says Sukuna's cursed energy is uninterested to Hikari because Hikari claims that they might actually win because they have not been placed with anybody superior to Gojo to interest Sukuna because nobody of Gojo's level has showed up. I think specifically he starts getting interested in Maki as they continue the fight. That is when he starts being in ecstasy, and that is when he uses the Black Flash, like you said. So he's not.
Okay, so hold on. So let's say I fucking grant that, right? Let's say I grant that. You realize that would just put her at a higher level of power later in the fight, and I'm sure we already agree later in the fight, she's keeping up with him. She's literally keeping up with him. So that's a higher level of power. So she would scale higher anyways, by proxy. What? You did nothing with that. What was the point of even saying that?
That was my.
And hold on.
Yeah, man.
Let's say, right? Let's say I agree he's holding back there, right? And Hikari is thinking to himself, okay, his cursed energy took a nosedive. This guy's weak. We can win here, right? If he starts trying after and she's still keeping up with him, then that's still a higher assertive scaling. So she'd scale above Yuta, since I've already given an argument for why he held back a lot against Yuta.
Also, my entire point was that if there was a difference in Sukuna's interest and power, it is not significant because he was interested in Maki at first. He was relative. He got interested. They were still relative.
Well,
Up
no,
until the
that's
point
just
where he was
completely
above that.
wrong. I already explained why he was interested even at the start, right?
Yeah.
And
Which
another
way?
thing you must
Okay.
realize is I've already given you an argument as to why this would be in reference to Yuta, why he would be disinterested, and why his curse energy is weak in reference to Yuta, because he just got done fighting Yuta and Yuji. Right? Sure, he's fighting Maki now, but that doesn't mean much because they haven't really done much throughout this fight.
You're right. They didn't do anything. I don't know why you just told me that, but yeah.
Yeah, they
So-
didn't do much, so you can't really derive any scaling from this fight in chapter 252 because there's really only
We
like 2 attacks
agreed.
thrown back and forth.
You already agreed that they were relative. We already talked about it because of the feats. Do you want us to move on? Are we done?
Yeah, okay, they're relative in this fight, right? But you understand this. Sukuna can be on a lower relative level where he can avoid a single attack from Maki while still getting thrown and Maki is avoiding his attacks. But that does not mean that Sukuna is actually above Maki or high end relative to Maki. It's not something I think you can establish here.
Is this like you versus Z-Killer? What? This is the most boring conversation I've ever fucking had.
No, Z-Killer was interesting because he's not just some nonchalant fucking dreadhead who just says the most retarded shit ever.
Just call me a nonchalant. Okay.
Nigga, that's how you're behaving. You're so boring. Damn.
Okay.
I feel like Sukuna right now. I feel like Sukuna when fighting Yuta right now. You're so boring. Damn.
It's going good grief. Yo, stop the recording, man. That was the most boring conversation I've ever fucking